Everyone, welcome back to another Smart Money Sundays. Hope you all had a good weekend. Let's just jump right into it. Now, DXY, if you recall from last week's video, my main target for DXY was 102, 103 level. We just tapped into that level. Now, for what I'm anticipating now, as per analysis played out, I'm currently expecting, right, or what I'm ideally looking for is some consolidation to occur here, come into Monday. So I ideally want to see chop here on Monday, okay, and then want to see something like a one more purge into this particular level before we see any sort of short-term reversal back into 102 or 101 level into this key level here. Let me highlight it like this so it's easier to illustrate. Right, want to see price just sort of retest structure here, and then if we are to continue being bullish, then price will need to show us some sort of strength from this level. But ideally, first half of the week, I want to see chop and there's a bearish push down into 101, and then bullish order flow to continue higher. Now, where I'd look for higher is my second target, which is still left untapped, is 104. Okay, but I don't think we're gonna see that this week, depending on how this sort of setup plays. But if it does, I'd look to play the continuation play of dollar strength into obviously 104 key level. But for now, I'm looking for short-term shorts and then longs. Okay, again, depending on how it plays in the second half of the week. So let's move over to EU now. Now, EU's played out as expected. Again, we had potential distribution, right? And I was looking for a bearish push down. We got that, didn't get the pullback into this key level, but that's okay. Analysis still played. Now, sort of what I'm looking for now, because price broke this demand. Okay, what I'm currently looking at or looking for is, look at this low. We have sort of liquidity, right? Let me illustrate like this. We have clear liquidity here. So what I'm sort of anticipating now is price sort of build this liquidity here. Okay, we sort of push back potentially, right? We have this range. Then we purge liquidity. I want to see price respect the 1.09 key level. And then if we see bullish order flow from this level, I'm going to be looking for longs, okay, at least into targeting the 50% of this range. So at least into 1.106 level, okay, 50%, because we do have imbalances, okay, here. We do have some imbalance here, so price could very likely push up into this level, but ideally you want to be looking for longs into the discount, the premium range, premium of the range, where you want to start looking for sells again. So ideally you want to be looking for something like this, okay. Want to be looking for, if I hold it like, let me illustrate a little better, so something like this, right? So want to look, ideally look for longs into the 1.108 sort of region, okay. But ideally want to see price range into Monday, Tuesday, see a purge into this key level, and then look for lower time frame confirmation for longs. Again, all setups I take will be shared with premium analysis members, as well as mentorship students, everything explained, and traded live as well from time to time. So we want to look for a purge of that liquidity, look for confirmations into key level, and then look for longs, okay. And then second half of the week, as you saw on DXY, I'll be looking to play continuation plays on EU to short this fucker back down into potentially new lows, okay, where we have imbalance below here as well, okay, down at the 1.08 region ideally, because we do have imbalances lower as well. So that's sort of the idea I have for EU, okay. Very, very simple, but that's sort of the high probability scenarios I'm looking for coming into this week. I really want to see how Monday range plays as well. Now let's move over to BTC. Now again, analysis played out quite nicely from previous week, right? Was expecting, we saw the purge as I was expecting, and we got that reaction. It's a little messy here, so let me clear it up a little. But you can see these are all illustrations from previous video. You can go check that out. But we got that push from this key level. Now we've come up into this level. This is where this BTC long is setting up. Now I'm not looking to long this yet because it is still Sunday. I don't take positions on the weekend on crypto. Very, very rarely do I ever do that. But as we come into Sunday switchover, which is Sunday night, as we just go into Monday, you usually see some a small volatile push on crypto. So ideally want to see price hold this level here. If I illustrate it like this, I want to see price hold this level here, okay? And then I want to see, basically, as long as price holds this key level, we might push down one more time to 61.5, then bounce back up. As long as this level holds, okay, this range holds, you want to be looking for longs of a break of the structure. So something like this. Want to look for longs, right? Low before below the previous low. In this scenario, say if this sort of scenario plays, want to look for something like this, and then look to target higher time frame wise, look to target 66k, right, which is this previous high here, okay, because we basically got the purge into this level, which is a high time frame demand level, right? If we see that reclaim and that consolidation, which means the price holds this level and accepts above it, then it'll very easily squeeze into 66k, where we're looking for previous high gets swept, and then later on in the week, second half of the week, if we do see that dollar strength continuation, then we'll sort of see a purge, another purge, or another push down on BTC, right, where we'll just consolidate more in the second half of the week. But for now, this is sort of the setup I'm looking for. This play into come into Monday or Tuesday, okay? Want to see price hold this level before we see a new potential high made targeting 66k region. So let's push on to ETH. Now ETH, I was looking for a smaller purge here, then a push up. We got the purge down here into my main key level without coming up higher here. So sort of now what I'm anticipating, if I get rid of all this, I'm not anticipating, because before I was anticipating another push high before we came down here, but we came down first. So I'm favoring that bullish scenario, right? Again, as long as we hold, let me get rid of all this. As long as we hold, let me go on the 1 hour to illustrate this a little better. As long as we hold this level here, okay, this key level needs to hold here, okay? So we're sort of just consolidating. Expect maybe another push down into $2,400 level, and then a push up, okay? Want to see a break above this high at 2440, okay? And then I ideally look for longs back into $2,600 region, okay? Potentially come back above into the $2,700 region, okay? But ideally, I want to see how Monday range comes in. I don't want to take a position tonight, but I want to see, again, just this range hold, acceptance above this range, and then look for stops below previous low, and then look to target. First target would be around the $2,600 region, and then second target would be the $2,700 level. Okay, so that's sort of the idea I have for ETH. Okay, as long as this low here stays intact, this scenario is still very much valid. So that's sort of the idea I have for ETH, similar to BTC. Okay, I'm not going to cover alts because that's mainly for premium members. But let's move over to gold. Now gold, let's go into gold here. Okay, so I covered gold last week, right? Talking about we're in price discovery, and I'm expecting a pullback to look for swing longs, okay, at least into the 50% level, right? Ideally, two levels you want to be looking for longs from is $2,600, and my main optimal level is 2530 level, okay, where I'll be mainly looking for swing longs on gold. But currently, if we switch over to the intraday level, intraday levels I'm looking at, let's push on to the 1 hour. Okay, we're just sort of in this range here, okay? Gold took out this high, right? Took out this previous high here, right? Peaked here, and then we sort of respecting the lower bounds of this demand. and then we've just been ranging since then. Okay, so currently what I'm sort of anticipating on gold is potentially another push up into 2670, and if we get a rejection from this level, which means price doesn't accept above this key high, then we're likely just gonna look for range play here to then short this back down to range lows. Ideally, that's what I'll be looking in terms of intraday. I want to see Monday this high get rejected, okay, and an acceptance back below this high, okay, into previous range, and then short this fucker back down to range lows. Simple, very, very simple range play move. Okay, similar scenario. If we just sort of consolidate and then push down below and then accept back above, right, I look for longs back into range highs. Okay, that's only if we purge and then we accept back into the range, then that's how I'll be looking for to long this. But currently we've respected this low, we've taken out this high, so in terms of PA, technically on the lower time frame we are bullish, okay, because this low is held and it's made a new high. Okay, so currently we're just waiting for a push. If we break this high, obviously, then we're likely going to keep pushing higher. Then I'd be looking for some lower time frame pullbacks to then long higher, but that's very, very lower time frame movement I'll be looking for. But currently I'm just looking for range plays on gold. Okay, ideally look for a push up and acceptance back below, or the same situation, okay, where we have a purge and acceptance back in range to then long back into the range highs. Okay, very, very simple idea for gold. But in terms of high time frame swings, is what I'm mainly focused on. I only want to be looking for swing longs within one of my two key point of reference zones. Okay, now that's concludes today's video. Hope you guys enjoy. If you did, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on next video. Bye bye.